Hello, welcome to NBR Documentaries. I am Neil and this is my review of Console Wars. Console Wars is a 2020 feature-length documentary film written and directed by Blake J. Harris and Jonah Tullis from Harris's book of the same name. It was produced by Blake J. Harris, Katie Mustard, Julian Rosenberg and Jonah Tullis. Production companies listed are Legendary Television, CBS Television Studios and Point Grey Pictures. The film was released through CBS. The cinematography was by Seamus Tierney. It was edited by Josh Bayer, Matthew Hamachek and Neil Usatin. The score is by Jeff Beal. I watched it here in the UK on Sky Documentaries. The film follows the creation and rise of the video game company Sega and its competition with established video game company Nintendo. It uses a mixture of informative snippets with archive footage and interviews with many of the people involved in both companies. The interviews are very well shot. In the standard, the interviewee talks to the off-camera interviewer and direct to camera. The lighting and focus are excellent, and the subjects seem calm, comfortable and willing to tell their stories. I found the film interesting to watch, as I remember the competing platforms and games quite well. This obviously gave me a somewhat nostalgic perspective that some viewers may not feel. It also filled in some areas of the story that I was not aware of, such as internal conflicts between the Japanese and American divisions of Sega. I was, however, slightly perturbed that the narrative seemed slightly skewed, as it focused more on the Sega side of the story. Being the newer company, I can see why they did this, but we don't get into the Nintendo story until we get over halfway through the film, with the last part being what happened next to both companies. I would have preferred a more even telling of the story from both sides, though that may have made it less interesting and altered the pacing of the narrative. All in all, a good film, and despite the slight skew of the narrative, was great to watch the inner knowledge of the battle between a large, well-established company and a new startup, which wasn't as one-sided as it could have been. If you're into this sort of documentary, then I highly recommend you see this one. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you like this type of video. I've been Neil for NBR Documentaries. Thank you for your time watching.